In this tutorial, we will make a 4-bar mechanism for which we have the given lengths and given positions. So we start with new model and we call this new model as 4 underscore bar underscore mechanism, and we don't need the gravity here, so I say no gravity, and rest I keep the same and I click OK. So I have the window in front of me, and for doing the position, for making the 4-bar mechanism, I have already done the synthesis and position analysis, which means that I already have the 4 lengths of the link. So if I here see in this table, which I have posted over my Adams window, that there are 4 links, link number 1, 2, 3, 4. By default, link number 1 is the ground link, link number 2 is the link connected to the ground, link number 4 is connected on the other side of the ground link, and link number 3 is the link which is connecting link number 2 and link number 4. And the 4 lengths of these links are given by DABC. DABC is the normal way we name the lengths of the 4 bars, and all these lengths are in millimeters. So as a result of synthesis, we have 4 lengths. Then comes the position analysis, or the position of different links of a 4-bar mechanism when we are looking for a specific point. So theta 2 is the position where theta 1 is the position of link number 1, that is 0, because we will place our link number 1 along the ground. Link number 2 will be at 40 degree, link number 3 will be at 20.298 degrees, which is found from the position equations, and theta 4 is again 57.325. So these informations are important when we are going to build a 4-bar mechanism using Adams. So we will start building our link. So first of all, we will make the length of our mechanism. Link number 1, that is the ground length. So I have this working space in front of me. I will use in bodies the rigid body link, and I will keep the depth and width of all the links constant so that all the links look similar. And I use the millimeter, and so this millimeter will be used as width. I think depending on the lengths I have, 8 millimeter width is sufficient, and depth is normally less than width, so we use it 4 millimeter. So 4 millimeter is the length, depth. So the first length of our mechanism is D 100 millimeter, so I call it 100 and change it to millimeter. This is a new part, so I will make it with the origin of my coordinate system. So I will click at the origin, and this is the second point where it is moving. So the grid size is very large, that's why it is showing like that, but I will make it horizontal. When it is fully horizontal, I will click again, and this is my mechanism. If I press F, this is the mechanism. I press zoom to take it a little bit outer. I can also, if I want, I can change my grid settings, so I may make it 75, and I make it maybe 50, or I change the size. Well, the way I'm telling you today, it's not so important to use the grid, but it may be useful in some other situations. And also the size of icons is very large, so I can change the size icon by double click this link, this point, and I'll be having my this template here, and in this template we have a default size of 50, that is very large, so I also decrease it 10 times. I make it 5. Okay, so you see the local coordinate systems of different markers made on this link are smaller now. Now the next thing I'm going to do is that I will build my the second link number 2, which is A, and it has a length of 40 millimeter, and also its angle is 40 degrees. So I will make this link, and I will the width and depth will be kept constant, but for the length I will be using 40 millimeters. So this is the length I am having. So I will click on the end of the first link I made, and the second I have to put 40 degrees, so I'm not sure where will be the 40 degrees. For the time being, I put it at a convenient location. So this is my link number 2 drawn. If I have to put it at 40 degrees, what I have to do, I have to click on the center of this link and then click the right click. I have to look for this starting point. So that is not marker CM, but it is a different, it should be a different. So I click it here, still not here. So this is the part 3 link number 2. I am looking for that link which is giving me this marker point. So if I go there in part 3, I have this marker 4 and this marker 3. So I'm looking for marker 3. I can also double click it here, and if I see the marker 3, which was the starting point of my second link, is at an orientation of 40 degree. So that's not what I want. I want it 40 degree. I will change it to 40 and I will click OK. And this will change this link at a 40 degree as compared with reference to the global coordinate system. So now this is at 40 degrees. Now I want my third link, but before third I will go for the fourth link, which is C length, which is 80 millimeter and is an angle of 57.325. So what I will do, I will make another link. The width and depth will be same. I will change the length to be 80. So this is 80 millimeters. So now length is also fixed here, and I can click here. So this is also at a different random angle. I can place it somewhere here, let's say. Now I will again change its location to orientation to 57.325. So for that, I can again click on this link. This is link number 4, and link number 4 was used making 6 and 5, 5 markers. So marker number 5 has to be changed. I will change its orientation to be how much? It should be as shown 57.325. That is the theta 4 for my case. Okay, so this is it. All 3 links are positioned well. The fourth will automatically will adjust its way that it will be on the connection of these two. So I will draw the fourth one. The length of the fourth one is, that is the link number 3, actually in numbering it is 120. So I put 120 here, and I start here and I finish here. Okay, so this is my link number 4, and I can see that my mechanism is complete. So this is how you can make 4-bar mechanism using the link lengths and the position, and I can also solidify them by using this icon at the bottom. So these are 4 color links now. Now these are apparently close to each other but not connected yet. So we have to also define the 4 joints. So I will put the joints, the Revolute joints here. I click a Revolute joint. If I double click Revolute joint, it will be fixed until I complete all the joints. So it's a good way to do that. So if I double click it, it will be keep on adding joints to different bodies until I escape this away. So I will use my first body. This is part 2. Remember not to select the ground, which is the screen. So part 2 is selected, then I select part 3, and then I click at the bottom at the common point marker where I have to place the joint. See, still the command is active because I double clicked it. Now I click it between part 3 and this part, which is part 5 in my order, and I make this joint. And this is part 4 and this is part 5, and this is the point where I have to join them. This is part 2 and this is part 4, and I can see the part 2 marker here. So these are the 4 joints I had to make. So all the joints are clear. I don't need Revolute joint command anymore, so I will press escape. So this will finish the Revolute joint command. At the moment, the ground link, which is pink in color here, is not properly ground. So I have to fix it with the screen so that it becomes ground. So in order to fix it, I can use the lock joint. I will click somewhere on the ground, somewhere on the screen, and then part 2, and I can use its center of CM, its center of mass, to lock it. So this mechanism is locked now. I can see if I have properly drawn it by going to simulation and settings of simulation, simulation control we call it. So here this window will be shown to you. You can use the hand drag simulation to see if it is working for you or not. So you have to click somebody. If you click on the ground, it will say nobody. So if I click here, this is the input link normally. So you see I'm dragging the mouse and it is working. So in this way, before running any simulation, you can test if your model is properly working or not. So here some students may ask that why they are being shown 5 paths. So the ground is the link number 1 here, which is the screen here. So even I can make this pink part as the part of the ground. So if I want to name all depending on the number I have here on the table, I can call this as link number 1. So this, which is part 2, should be deleted. So what I can do, I can even delete this, and I can put the red link to the screen connected and green link with the screen connected. So practically it will be the same as it has 4 links. And the pink link, which was not moving at all, is not required to be drawn here. So it's the same thing. I can again use the Revolute joint. I click somewhere on the ground, I click this part, red part, and then I click this marker. So there is a joint here. I again click this part 4 and then ground and then this point, and there's again joint here. And I can check if it's really working. I can use the hand drag simulation tool again and see it's the same as before, only this pink link which was doing nothing has been removed, and the distance of this point to this point is again the same, that is d, which was 100 millimeter. So unless until this distance is constant and the screen is working as a ground, the mechanism will remain the same. Okay, and we can also, it's a good practice to rename your parts based on the real physical performance they are doing. So you can name it as your part 3 as it's the input link, or as I have shown you, you can call it link 2. So this is link 2, okay? And similarly, you can call your this part 5 is actually link 3. So we can call it link 3. And similarly, the link 4 shown here is link number 4, but we don't call it part 4, we call it link 4. So we call it link 4. Okay, so this is how you can make your 4-bar mechanism, and their names are also shown as their function. So ground is link number 1 now, link number 2 is here, link number 4 is there. You can also see that link number 4 is at the joint connecting the ground, and link number 3 is here. So this is how you can make your 4-bar mechanism. In the next video, I will show you how to simulate this 4-bar mechanism for angular velocity, and how to find the velocity, unknown velocities of other links based on one independent angular velocity. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe the channel. Thank you very much.